Hey everybody, it's Brian Davis, Mr. Buysalot. It is Sunday night, the 27th. Had a busy weekend this weekend. There's some issues going on, obviously, with my dad. So, not sure if I'll be in the auctions this week or not. Pam obviously will be doing them. But wanted to put out a quick video. I need to get some things cleaned up here in the warehouse or in the garage. We have a lot of shipping to do tomorrow. I also have to go back to an estate I went to on Saturday, but I wanted to show you guys what I picked up this weekend. Okay, they're not going to be in any specific order. I went to the flea market yesterday morning and this morning, bought a couple things. I'll just give you guys a few highlights. Then I had an estate call that I went to. I spent about $3,500 at the estate call. It's mostly paper and really good ephemera, so you guys will see that. But this I picked up this morning at the flea market. This is a Wilcox and Gibbs sewing machine with the foot pedal. This is a really early example, probably 1898 to about 1900. That's the original case there. So that's a really good piece. I paid $250 for that this morning, but it is a pretty good item to flip. Okay, so I'm going to pause and move stuff around to make the video go through quicker, but just to show you guys, this is what I've brought back from the estate that I went to, and then there's a couple bags of stuff I bought at the flea market. I'll show you guys the flea market stuff first, and then we will do the estate items last. But hang on a second, I'll put these out on the table and show you what we got. Like I said, there's some really, really amazing ephemera and paper items from the estate. Obviously, if I spent, $3,500 or $3,600, and I'll probably spend much more money tomorrow. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Okay, so I was able to throw everything out on the table. This is kind of the flea market buys. A couple vintage pair of Nike Air Force Ones in a blue and yellow. These are early. They're in rougher shape. I got to reform them. I may not even take the time to do that. These are Nike Cement, Nike Airs. These are pretty nice. Good size. I think those are a 10. We got a cool Betty Boop purse. We got a couple Funko Pops of the Joker from one's a Hot Topic exclusive. We got the vintage Ghostbusters, a Smokey and the Bandit Ertl car. These are actually really good. These are heavy, heavy die cast. These are Yamaha promotionals. You can see each one is numbered. That one's numbered 479. This one's number 741. So these are really, really good. Just really tough to find promotional items from Yamaha. So there's those. There's a early Mickey cup. This is a coastal survey from 1862, so just right at the Civil War time. Has awesome maps inside from the 1860s, so really, really cool. Kim picked up these Swamp Root Almanacs with the Native American on the cover. These 1946 Pioneer Almanacs, 1947 Pioneer Almanac, 1948 with like the Daniel Boone, Davy Crockett on the cover. I'm not sure what she got this one for. Fantastic Story of Tucker Cars. And then a automobile manual from 1936. That's pretty cool. Kim also picked up these Beckett Baseball Card Monthlies. This one has 2 in it. The Jim Abbott, the Roberto Clemente, the Bow Nose cover, and this one here, it looks like with Maris and I'm not sure who the other guy is. Or Mantle, maybe. Then I picked up a 1930s or early 40s Chicago White Sox pennant. There's some photos. There was some postcards. A little stack. Nothing, nothing stupendous, but I kind of cherry picked out some stuff from a box the guy had. This is really cute. And then there was some more ephemera from today. Fuller and Johnson Farm Pumps. These are 1930s, 1940s. John Deere, McCormick Deering, John Deere, Case, and McCormick Deering. So we picked that stuff up. I will show you. I also got the chenille bedspread. with the cowboy on it. Really cute. It does have damage, you can see there and there, but the cowboy is really nice. It does smell like mothballs, but I got that today. You don't see too many of the cowboy ones, so it needs to be washed carefully, and it'll be really cool. It'll be great for, you know, Western theme. And then on the estate call, I picked up a few little odds and ends. Probably tomorrow again I will buy more stuff. They collect Red Riding Hood, so they have some amazing Red Riding Hood stuff. But this is just a couple things that I picked up for a few extra bucks to give them. This is probably 1880s or 1890s. This is a pressed board, like a pressed cardboard. You can see there's a little damage here and there, but it is a giant hand-painted piece. I didn't look to see who it's signed by or what. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research. There is a Maine Fair tag on the back of it. Got this really awesome early plate. Looks like a Pixies and Fairies. Here's the marking on the back. This is an extraordinarily, like, early. It is vintage Red Riding Hood with the Big Bad Wolf. Bronze, 3-footed change dish. We have the little Peeing Boy ashtray. Not sure what kind of stone this is. I gotta find out. But it is a carved scarab. It's definitely early, with a cartouche on the bottom. And then this Red Riding Hood piece here, probably a toothpick holder or a little like inkwell maybe. But really cute, nice and early. Okay, let me move this stuff out of the way, and then we will get to the paper. Okay, so to the meat and potatoes of the deal, I'm going to show you guys probably the most valuable portion of the deal, even though it's not the biggest quantity. So quantity times the prices that it is will be worth more than what I'm going to show you. But I probably paid half of what I paid for the collection just for these autographed photos. Lady's name was Larissa, from Hollywood. Did a book and some other stuff on Marlene Dietrich. So she was kind of in the scene. She is 87 now. So you have Colleen Gray, and that is signed to her. This is Harvey the Rabbit. This is signed by Jimmy Stewart. This is a signed Marlene Dietrich photo. I don't know everybody's names. Some of them I couldn't make out. This is Alice Faye. You have another James Stewart photo there. This is a really awesome photo. You just don't see a lot of George Harrell images. And that's an early photo with his signature. And then you have, I can't think of who this is. Here's the name. So if you guys figure it out, let me know. And I think that's Virginia Mayo. This is an amazing early image of Claudette Colbert, signed. This one is not signed, but it is a double weight. I am pretty much willing to bet that this is probably a Harrell photo, or Clarence Bull, or Ruth Harriet. One of those three photographers. This is probably my favorite piece out of the whole collection. It's just an amazing, stunning silver gelatin double weight image. We have the Barbara, I think, Fairway. It's Mickey Rooney, and I can't think of who that is. Faye Dunaway, maybe. Another autograph. So this one's kind of faded, but it is an amazing early large size original image photo. And it is signed right there in pen from Mae West. So then you guys saw the ones down there. Okay, let me clear that and show you the rest. Okay, so I was able to lay out some stuff for you guys to look at. These are early Victorian die cuts of Little Red Riding Hood. I told you guys she collected Little Red Riding Hood. There's still a ton of stuff, including like the Shawnee cookie jars and lithographs and stuff like that there that is Little Red Riding Hood that I didn't buy yet. I may buy it tomorrow. we'll see there is original art. This is obviously Japanese. That's the artist. That's a fantastic piece. I'll show that to you in just a second. There's some really early etchings. It's a newer photo, but somebody portraying Little Red Riding Hood. It's a movie photo. I'll put it up here with the movie stuff. And I'm going to show you guys in just a second. Yeah, a home journal. This is a Civil War image, probably 1864. You have the early Kittyland. You have this original piece. It is signed right here. The Garden Door, number 69 of 100. Carolyn Co. This is a super cool piece. This is original art. When you read it, it tells you the trial size to wrap around feet of Coke mug. So apparently they were commissioned to do some of the pottery for a pottery company, and this would have been for a Coke mug. Join the other end under handle. So that's very cool. You have the 5 senses there. This is cloth. This is probably 1890s. That is a Marlene Dietrich foreign image. There are some negatives. Red Riding Hood. This is another piece that's really, really cool, probably from the same artist that did the Coke piece. So here's what I can find here. Kiev print. And over here is for summer wear. This is the design for a plate. And then when you look on the back, this tells you that these were the colors they wanted to use. And there's like little color splotches there. So really, really cool. So that's pretty neat. I'll take you over here and show you the other stuff. Those are original drawings. That's all original art. There is a bunch of original drawings and art. Some of it is signed. Actually, most of it's signed. These are etchings. You know, here you can see early. So really good. Bessie Peace Gutman prints there. These are really awesome. I've got to do a little research just to see. They are signed right here. Cawthon. They made 60 of them. I probably have 5, I think. I think I have 5 of them. And then I have a different style. So, but also Cawthon. So I have to do some research, or you guys can let me know what you find. These are very famous Native American litho. These are early 1920s, 30s. This is 1835, right there. And here's your publishing marks. There. Really, really beautiful. This is hand-drawn, nude with a cat. Kind of reminds me of the Cheshire Cat. These are tip-ins. You can see they had $1,200 on this set. You know, probably California prices back in the day. And then there is a nice stack of these large lithos. They're different ones. They are all made by Morris and Bending. So there's a bunch of different ones and then duplication of some of them. Okay, let me lay out some more stuff for you guys to look at. Okay, here we go. I was able to lay out other stuff you'll see. I'll try to get through it pretty quick. This video is going to be a little bit longer than I expected, but this is pretty cool. You know, just a cute little scrapbook somebody made. This is Victorian die cut out of a scrapbook page, double-sided there. German, like kids book, probably turn of the century, 1910s, maybe into the teens. Then there's these albums, which some of these albums are amazing. So some of the stuff is like 1920s and 30s. Some of it's very famous imagery. You know, here you can. So 1909. Jesse Wilcox Smith, very famous artist. So just a lot of lithographs. Then this is done on like fiberboard. This is 1890s. This is Cinderella. So these look like block plates out of books. Yeah, I mean, you can see when she had bought the stuff, you know, in California, she was paying real numbers for a lot of it. Some really early lithographs. Some just cute. I mean, and some of these sleeves have like 6-8 pieces in them. So there's a ton of, she really seemed to have a lot of children's themed items. Sorry about the glare from the light overhead, but just, you know, these are awesome. And obviously when you go to sell this stuff, you'd sell it, you know, individual pieces. I haven't decided if I'm just going to offer to flip the whole load. So if somebody's interested in everything that you've seen in this video, send me an email to mrbuysalot795@gmail.com. Like I said, I have between 3,500 and 3,600 into this load that you're seeing of just the ephemera. And I haven't taken the time to do any research on any of the signed art or anything like that yet. The limited edition lithos, any of the wood block prints, you know, nothing. So, but I'm always up for, you know, the quick flip. These are 1800s. These here, these are scientific plates. These are butterflies and insects, I guess, in this album, and birds. And this is really cool. Put that in there. Yeah, it looks like some fruit, but again, 1800s. So really, really nice early stuff. Geo Harris and Sons lithographs. Remember, guys, I'm going to show you right at the end of the video. I'll show you the rest of the money stuff, the stuff that I feel like is where a lot of value is going to be. Like this stuff here, because of how much of it there is, and then obviously some of the signed stuff is going to be worth a lot. But you know, my passion is like the movie stuff. So there are some amazing glamour photos. If you do searches for movie photographs, or just search photograph, or double weight, or oversized photo, glamour photo, actress photo, you will see photos that sell for, you know, $1,000 a photo. And I'm going to show you guys some really high-end photography in this collection that is movie related. So these albums are actually really good. These are, you know, there's a lot of stuff in them. There's a few ads, but all of the children's stuff, all these 1800s plates, these 1800 Victorian embossed pieces. Yeah, there's some really, really great stuff mixed throughout these albums. And I haven't really taken the time to cull through. When I buy a deal, I buy, you know, pretty much from my gut instincts. Like here, this is signed and numbered. Yeah, right there. That's really cute with the piggies. Oh, piggies. Children here. So, pretty neat. Some of it is newer. I will tell you guys, like, I saw a couple pieces that were probably 70s and 80s. This whole stack here is a lot of ads, so I just kind of moved it to the side. Some lithos. This is a really cool hand-tinted piece. John Drescher. That's a great image of a dog. German Shepherd, nothing on the back. But that was nice and early. Copyrighted. Made in USA, not sure the year of that, probably 40s. This is 1800s, right here. Some of these have items on the back or multiple items in the package. Fairbanks Ferry calendar from 1900. You know, this is a really early engraving. 1912, Cosmopolitan. 1909, the Bob Merrill Company, down there. These are really awesome. Again, early plates. There's some sheet music. This says early photo of John Wilkes Booth. It is not an original early photo of John Wilkes Booth. This is probably like a 70s make, just based off of the way it looks to me. I could be wrong, but that's my take on it. This is a great image. This is hand signed. It is an original photograph. Right here's the tag in the back from Abi, or ABI. So don't know if he's famous or not famous, but if it is, you're getting it. A lot of this stuff will come to the auction. These are, again, 1800s block plates. These are from a 1993 portfolio from like Olivia Art. So there is just a ton. This is original drawing. Original sketch art right here. And there's more stuff. There's some Civil War. There's another Bessie Peace Gutman piece. This is Victorian. So there is a ton more here, as you can see. So you get all of that. This is a 1907 postcard, and then a cigar box label. Okay, and let me show you the last of it. Okay, sorry the video's running on, but there was a lot of stuff, and when you're looking at paper, it takes a little while to get it set up for you guys. So on this table here is an amazing collection, and I'll try to teach you a little bit as we go through. I'll try to do it in 4 minutes or so. So these are original press stills and press photos, publicity images. Right here you can see information. That one is 74. That's probably the newest piece in the slot. A lot of the stuff is 1940s and 30s, but you'll see these albums here are just full, and they are stamped on the back for Paramount Pictures. Some of them are labeled of who the person on the front is. This is Claudette Colbert. That is a early photo that's probably 30s or early 40s. This is 1953. You can tell by those numbers right down there. It is 53, scene 545 for that movie. Again, approved Hollywood. So these would be used for magazines or other promotional items. This is Joan Crawford. So these are just amazing, original, early publicity stills and photos that are all movie related. I'm trying to keep the separate photos out of the albums. A lot of times there is research you can do based off of this number right here. This is your screen syndicate number, the 899-90. And then a lot of times there is information on the back. Let's see. I don't know if there will be on this one or not. Nope, but they wrote on it, it is Robert Taylor. And when she bought it, it looks like she paid around $20 back in the 70s. Again, she was in Hollywood buying some of this stuff out there. So they may have paid more for items that aren't worth as much now, and then they may have paid less for some items that are worth a lot more now. So kind of hard to tell you since I haven't done the research on any of this. So these are color stills. This is from a 1954 movie. This is a 1955 movie. You can tell by the numbers. When you see an R in front of the number, that means it was reissue. So Knights of the Round was probably a movie that came out in the 40s, and they redid it in 1962. When you see just an actress, not from a scene in the movie, they're generally what are considered portrait photos or glamour shots, especially if they're just the face. Yeah, so this is a really good silver gelatin photo. And do your research. I'm not going to give you guys all the information because I don't know everything. This is a Cleopatra 3-sheet, an original Cleopatra 3-sheet movie poster. It's rough, but it is a very rare poster. These are more stills. And there are hundreds of these stills. And then what you'll find is that you can get into, this has the original ad on the back of it from 1942. That's a newer image. That one's probably 60s, 1968. So looks like about 95% of these, or 99% of these, are vintage, 1930s and 40s. This is a huge stack. There are original Marlene Dietrich photos down in here in the bottom. Down there, right there's actually one. That's a really good image. Brings real good money. Then you have stuff like this. So if this is your average 8x10, this is the size of a really giant, oversized movie photo. And there's two of those. Those are beautiful. These are also considered oversized. And you can see Paramount photo by Bud Fracker. Can't talk. Yeah, it's Frederick March. This one has the information of Melvin Douglas. There's the press information on the back. Not all of them have the press information, but some of them do. These are very, very hard to find, the larger ones. Here are some more. This is a publicity pack that would have been sent to different movies houses for this little boy. On the back it tells you his casting information. His name is G.B. Anderson. And then sometimes it tells you what things he was involved in. Like one of them was from a soap commercial. So we have more photos there. Looks like John Wayne. Then just more, like Spartacus, I think is the name of that movie. And other great images. Those are 40s as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you are interested in this collection, there is more coming. I have to go pick up tomorrow. It's mostly ads and some more original art. But if you're interested, email me and comment below. So you're going to email me at mrbuysalot795@gmail.com. If I'm going to flip the deal, like I said, I probably paid $3,500 or $3,600 so far. It would be all the ephemera, not the little smalls, because they'll be too hard to ship with them. But just give me an email, and we can go from there. There is some amazing, items in here that will bring really good money. They'll be a little slower tail because you have to find the right buyer for higher end photography. The $10, $20, $30 photos are no problem to sell. But when you get into the $500 to $1,000 photos, it's a little bit harder to sell that stuff. And then we have all the autographs. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. We are buying a ton of stuff and hope to see you at our auctions on Tuesday through Thursdays. This is Brian Davis, Mr. Buysalot. Thanking you guys for watching this long video, and I will see everybody later. Hope you enjoyed it.